Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty World War II. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I wanted to discuss one of the most highly debated topics here within the Call of Duty community. Did Sledgehammer Games ruin the Domination game mode? Domination is very popular and has been for a long time. If you look at any given Call of Duty game, the most played modes are typically Team Deathmatch at number 1, Domination at number 2, and Search and Destroy at number 3. When you're talking about a respawn objective game mode, Domination is king and it has been for a while. But here in Call of Duty World War II, a lot of longtime Domination fans are moving away from the game mode and playing other modes like Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint, Gridiron, and even going to play Team Deathmatch and Free-for-All because they do not feel rewarded when they play the Domination game mode. So Sledgehammer Games has made the decision to reward you 50 points for every kill you get in Domination. You also get points a bunch of other ways. You get 150 for capturing a flag, 75 points for killing somebody on their own flag, and 50 points for defending one of your flags, right? So basically, they want you to be playing the objective. If you want to get your score streaks, you have to play the objective because just going out there and getting kills is not going to do it. So an example of that, the ball turret gunner, which is like the biggest, most powerful score streak in the entire game, if you do not capture a single flag or do anything involving the flags, you need to get a 34 kill streak to actually acquire the ball turret gunner. On the flip side of things, if you're talking about a recon aircraft, it will take you 10 kills, again, if you're not playing the objective, to acquire the equivalent of a UAV, which is ridiculous for a lot of people. So what they're doing is they're trying to encourage objective play. You have to play the objective if you want your score streaks, and to that extent, I can actually commend Sledgehammer. I think that's a great idea. I have been advocating for years that they need to do more to encourage people to play the objective, right? I'm somebody who had an 83% win rate in Modern Warfare Remastered. I try very hard to win every single match that I play, but I worry that Sledgehammer's decision here is not working out the way they intended, and here is why. Even when you play the objective, it is still very hard to acquire your score streaks. So as an example of that, the ball turret gunner, we're going back to that here for a moment. So it's a 34 kill streak right now if you don't play the objective at all. But let's say you are playing the objective and you are playing it very hard. If you capture 5 enemy flags, and I'm not talking about the flags at the very beginning of a round that are just free and given to you. Oh no, I'm talking about taking enemy flags, like the B flag, for example. You need to do that 5 times and go on a 19 kill streak to acquire the ball turret gunner. That's ridiculous if you ask me, right? And on the smaller side of things, when you're talking just about a recon aircraft, you can capture your back flag and capture the B flag, but you still need to go on a 6 kill streak just to get a recon aircraft. And you're playing the objective. You got your back flag, you made sure you had that, you got the B flag, and now you're running around getting 50 points per kill, and it takes forever just to even get a recon aircraft, which is not very good in my opinion. And when you're talking about the bigger score streaks in the game, I'm using bigger with quotations here, like the fighter pilot and the glide bomb, oftentimes, even while playing the objective, you are still going to need to go on a 10 plus kill streak to get what is the equivalent of a Predator missile, right? It's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. You're watching the gameplay here. I joined this game of Domination, and it's incredibly competitive. Everybody in this lobby is playing the objective, and they are playing it incredibly hard. In total, at the end of the match, there were 286 kills, 80 captures, and 46 defense. In one game, 80 captures, 46 defense. You would think score streaks would be everywhere, but you would be wrong, right? In this game, 6 total score streaks were called in. 3 recon aircrafts, 2 fighter pilots, and 1 glide bomb, and 3 of those 6 were me and 1 life, which you will be seeing here in the video. So I worry that Sledgehammer's decision is not exactly working out the way they intended. Now, Michael Condrey has said on Twitter that the community as a whole prefers Domination 50. They have a bunch of internal data that they analyze, and from that, they have determined that Domination 50 is the preferred way to play, which, I mean, more power to them, I suppose. I mean, they have more information than I do, but I'm wondering how they came to that decision. Like, what brought them to that, right? Because whenever I look at Twitter, or if I look at Reddit, or the comments of my videos, or other people's videos, by and large, people want Domination to be changed. But Michael Condrey is saying that's actually the opposite, and people actually prefer Domination 50. So maybe we're talking about a vocal minority here. I'm not entirely sure who to believe. I'm just saying that from my perspective, I don't enjoy Domination as much in its current form, and that's why I'm not playing it as much as I have in previous years. Now, I have seen a lot of people talking about Domination 50 and how they actually prefer it, because to them, people don't camp as much, and they're more likely to actually play the objective. I think that's actually a valid criticism. People are definitely going to move around a little bit more because they have to capture flags to do pretty much anything. But if you remember back during the beta, when they actually tested out Domination 50 versus Domination 100, I prefer the Domination 100 a lot more because people still moved around quite a bit. What you're actually watching on your screen right now is footage from the Call of Duty World War II beta back when we got 100 points for a kill in Domination. As you guys can see here, score streaks are being called in. People are still playing the objective. People are still running around, and it was not ridiculous, right? One of the other arguments that people bring up is if you increase it to 100 or 75 points for a kill in Dom, then suddenly Domination is like this score streak haven where they're just raining from the sky and everyone's always dying to score streaks. But it's really not the case. It's still quite difficult to obtain your score streaks, even with 100 points for a kill. You still have to play the objective, and I think overall it just makes it so the game mode is more fast-paced, because not only are people running around getting kills and capturing flags, but score streaks are actually happening. You know, recon aircrafts are up in the sky, glide bombs are coming down, artilleries are being called in, and that makes people actually move around a bit more. Now, let's be honest here. When you're playing on a bigger map like Gustav Cannon, or if you're playing on USS Texas or on Aachen, Domination can sometimes feel stale because it's hard to get your score streaks, and on those bigger maps, people don't move around as much, right? And it's not uncommon to have a 10-minute long game of Domination where a bunch of people in the lobby only get between 15 and 20 kills. That's absurd for an objective game mode with no respawn delay, right? It's because people don't move that much. I think people would move more if they got more points for kills and if more score streaks were actually up in the sky. Now, another argument I've seen brought up a lot is if suddenly we have a bunch of extra score streaks in Dom, people are going to have to now run the basic training that gives you a launcher, and by giving up your basic training, you're giving up a lot of very powerful abilities to have a launcher as your secondary to shoot down air support. But I don't think that's necessarily something that would have to happen, because think of the score streaks here in this game. You have the recon aircraft, the counter recon aircraft, the ball turret gunner. Am I missing anything? What other score streaks can actually be shot down? I think that's it. I might be missing one or two, but the vast majority of the score streaks here in this game are fire and forget, right? We're talking about mortar strikes and artilleries and carpet bombings, and you have some other ones that are care package streaks, which I think you might be able to shoot down, but care package streaks, I mean, they're going to get them eventually, right? I mean, those care packages come in so quickly that it's hard to stop them from actually getting that. And then you have ones that just kind of appear in your hand, like the Molotov cocktail or the flamethrower. These are just score streaks that kind of happen, right? So the vast majority of them, you can't shoot them down anyway, so there's really no need to run a launcher as your secondary. If you really want to deal with the recon aircrafts up in the sky, there are plenty of ways to go about that. You can shoot them down with an FMJ light machine gun or an FMJ assault rifle. You could run the mountain division and hide from them. There's a basic training that allows you to hide from them. You can call in your own counter recon aircraft. You can call in the flak guns, which are incredible. Those things will actually take out paratroopers before they even enter the map. It's fantastic, right? So there's lots of counters to score streaks here in this game, and so I don't think that making it so we could earn more of them in Domination would necessarily ruin the game mode. All it would really do is take a game mode where it's pretty much impossible to get decent score streaks and make it so it actually is possible without making it too easy, right? I don't think it's going to be too easy to obtain your score streaks. So we used the ball turret gunner as an example earlier, right? It's a 34 kill streak in Domination currently, a 19 kill streak if you get 5 captures. If you increase the Domination score from 50 up to 100, the ball turret gunner would be a 12 kill streak if you capture 3 enemy flags and defend one of your own flags. That is actually reasonable if you ask me. 12 kills, 3 captures, 1 defend for the biggest, most powerful streak in the game. And let's be honest here, it's a chopper gunner, right? We're talking about a chopper gunner. In Call of Duty years past, a chopper gunner was a 9 kill streak. Remember when people would actually acquire these things? Like here in Call of Duty World War II, I am yet to see an enemy ball turret gunner. It hasn't happened, not even once. I've seen enemy paratroopers on occasion, but that's only when they get them from care packages. Like the big score streaks pretty much don't exist unless they get them again from care packages, which I don't like. I would like people to actually feel rewarded for playing the objective, trying to win, and of course getting kills within the Domination game mode. And right now, a lot of people don't feel that way. They're going to play other game modes to get that feeling, which is a big shame if you ask me. Now, they don't actually give us the player count numbers, but I imagine that Domination's numbers this year are actually down. I'm just guessing. They could be up for all I know, but I would imagine they're down because I've seen so many people telling me that they don't even play Domination this year, and I'm kind of one of those people. Like, I've done all the challenges for the mode. I still play it on occasion because I really enjoy how Domination's played. You know, I like capturing B. I like fighting for flags. I like how the game mode's played, but I don't play it as much. I spend the majority of my time in Kill Confirmed because in there, score streaks are actually a factor, whereas in Domination, they really aren't, at least right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are my thoughts and feelings on Domination right now. Did Sledgehammer Games ruin the game mode? for a lot of people, they actually did. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but they actually did for a lot of people. Now, for me, I can still play it and still have fun, but it's not as much fun as it probably should be. Like, I wish score streaks were actually a factor, and I would love to see them increase the score from 50 up to at least 75. I would be perfectly fine with 75. That would make it so it's easier to get score streaks, but not as easy. I would be fine with 75, and maybe in the future, they'll try that out. You know, they could do Weekend Warfare like we saw back with Modern Warfare Remastered, or maybe they have like an event where they can test out Domination 75 or Domination 100 and see what the community actually thinks. Like, I wonder how they came to this conclusion. Like, what from their player data suggests that fans actually do prefer Domination 50? I have no freaking idea. So they could test it out that way. There's a lot they could actually do, but at the very least, I hope they change up how XP is earned while playing Domination, because right now it is definitely one of the worst game modes in the entire game to level up. Even if you're doing ridiculously well, I'm talking like 50 kills, 8 captures, you get like 5,000 XP. It's really, really bad. So there's a lot they could do with Domination. I'm interested to see what they're going to be doing with it in the very near future, because I have a feeling they are going to make some changes. A lot of people are talking about this, and they're talking about it themselves over at Sledgehammer, so I have a feeling something is going to happen in the future, and I'm very interested to see what that's actually going to be. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys here in this video. I wanted to get out my thoughts and feelings on Domination here in Call of Duty World War II, what I think of it right now, and what I would change about it personally. Now, again, these are all just my personal opinions. I'm not here to say that people that like Dom 50 are wrong. I'm just here to say that from my perspective, my opinion is I would prefer it to be a little bit different, and of course, I would love to hear what you guys think down there in the comment section below. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys here today. Thank you all so much for listening. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.